Oh, and here we go. We are off with race 1. Starting off, we've got a purple chest with some freeze tomes. Purple chest a little less valuable on diamond since he is using the diagonal key combinations for movement. Does not have access to normal spells. Just tomes and scrolls. But you can still find rings in purple chests, so those are still valuable before you have the ring slot filled with something useful. Yeah, the diamond meta is quite a bit different from the cadence meta, so, you know, we'll see how these racers adapt to the differences here. We do see StealthFire kind of reverting to cadence strats for the Red Dragon fight. That's perfectly fine. Don't want to mess around too much with dragons. They're scary. They're pretty damaging. Quartz armor coming out of the black chest here for both racers. And RibsChirino coming up on this red dragon fight. Ooh, walks into a dragon stuff. Oh, and needs to pop the freeze. Okay, well, quartz armor gonna keep him alive. But yeah, gotta use your spells. Gotta be careful around those dragons. They breathe fire. They stomp real heavy. Because they real chonky boys. Alright, Deep Blues 1 coming in. We're probably going to see Stealth use this Freeze Tome for an easy kill. Again, with Diamond having limited access to key combinations, no ability to throw the dagger on that fight. Not that you necessarily want to. And that's a jeweled dagger for Stealthfire. So no improvement to the range on her attacks, but does pick up a nice +4 damage, dealing 5 damage on the basic attack right now. Which is quite strong. Ooh, missing that crate room. Just seeing it go by right as she goes down the stairs. You hate to see it. Crate rooms often very good sources of build. You know, you can get extra heart containers, extra food. There's even some pieces of equipment that show up in crates and barrels. Potential food shop on the left here. RibsChirino hitting the Deep Blues fight. It is not the food shop. It's never the food shop, as they say. Just the pawnbroker, which in speedruns we generally don't have a use for. Stealth could check this shop. Oh, actually, I spotted the red chest over there, and I think it's going for that. It's a holy water. At the very least, I think you just like pop it on that mushroom axe. Oh, that's a potion room. There's a potion room in the corner. Stealth! Stealth, the potion! The potion! Well, looks like that's gonna get ignored. Not sure I like that. I suspect she just didn't notice. Probably just kind of tunnel visioned on trying to find the exit. Well, I mean, Diamond starts with a torch. You can easily tell if it's a vault just by approaching it, but as far as I can tell, she never got in range. Maybe Ribs will find it. Ribs, going for the purple chest and finding a Ring of Piercing, which is quite nice, but I don't like the decision to just stick with the 1 damage dagger going into Zone 2. It's often pretty crucial that you get yourself a build upgrade, you know, in terms of damage output, when you get to your first boss. Because 1 damage is very slow. I mean very slow. Could eat the chicken here. Oh, Hall eats the chicken, but doesn't get out of range of the Yeti, so kind of a wash there. Coming out with as much health as she went in with. There's Heavy Plate. I think that's, you'd probably go for that kill. Heavy Plate, much better armor than Quartz. No? Not interested? Just letting all these things in to make a mess of Freddy's shop. It's okay, he's chill, he doesn't mind. Interesting choice of maneuvers. I would eat that ham. I would eat that ham. Okay. Alright, well, Stealth making an absolute mess out of this 3-2. Freddy don't care, though. I mean, like, look at his shop. It's an absolute shambles. There's ice all over the floor. Half the walls are gone. There's ice over there. Some of the ice trashed his shop signs. Oh, okay. I think Stealth's wanting legal heavy plate. She's farming up cash. Only needs another 80 gold. Yeah. And this'll do it. Yeah, that's legal heavy plate. Congratulations on that, I guess. Was it worth it? Yeah, that was all of her bombs. Which like you can spend the entire time bombing out the shops and use all your bombs, or you can just spend 2 bombs and murder. Like, come on, the choice is clear. Ooh, the sunglasses pick up. Gives a +1 damage, which does have the benefit of letting Stealth one-shot dragons. Well, non-Earth dragons, that is. The red and blue dragons, like this one right here, will just go down in 1 hit. But the silhouettes can make for a tricky reading experience. Gonna have to be careful to make sure she's not getting herself into trouble. RibsChirino, though, meanwhile has upgraded to an Onyx Spear. Still not a great weapon. That's still a 1 damage weapon. It's not ideal. But the piercing does help. Because like part of the problem with Onyx as time goes on is that you get too many enemies that force you to move, like Blade Masters especially, for instance. And if you're moving, then you're not getting that Onyx buff. But piercing gets around any like shields or parry effects to allow you to get the infinite damage a little more easily. But it still is at the end of the day 1 damage base. There's a reason the Dagger of Frost is pretty universally considered the weakest of the special daggers. And that's because being able to kill everything in 2 hits is just really not good enough in most cases, when it means that you're still taking 2 hits to kill 2 HP enemies. That said, the reach on the spear does... Oh, Ribs getting a little bit of an ooze situation, down to 1 heart. Ribs gonna have to find some food if they're gonna stay alive. There's a double heart container, that will help matters. Gonna also swap to chainmail over the quartz armor. Which, there's arguments to be made either way. The crate just contains gold. But yeah, quartz is why Ribs was able to survive those ooze hits, so you know, losing that is a little concerning perhaps, but chainmail is going to be better against the smaller hits like these bats. I think these are blue bats, though, so those deal half a heart regardless, but... regardless, I think it's just gonna be a little bit too slow on Rib's side. As long as Stealth stays alive, and she does have the chicken on deck with this heavy plate to help with that. Stealth is about to finish this run. This is 5-3. A little bit of misdirection here, going the wrong way. That does get back on track. Chicken has been eaten. And last mini-boss is down, and it is just King Conga with that Courage Dagger. We're gonna be able to eat up the Conga lines really easily. Yep, and then just go to town. Courage, 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 courage. And with that +1 damage, this dagger does one-shot Conga. And there we go, that's a GG. Game 1 going to StealthFire. Virtue good for score. Duping, I think, is a quirk you have to enable. I want to say there might be a separate duping leaderboard for score runs. I'm not sure about it, though, about the current state. I have not done a score run in Synchrony rules. But, yeah, I believe by default duping is not a thing. Alright. Countdown is on for race number 2. Alright, here we are. Early Nazar Charm. Pretty nice pickup. Just gonna cut down on the enemies that you have to fight this seed. But you know, it does make the game so much less fair and balanced, as we always say. And an early chainmail. Okay, so this is a nice early survival gear seed, and we've got Shrine of Uncertainty. Stealth's actually gonna go for the ring on it. We'll see what we get out of this. Okay, it's not a damage up ring, it's not courage. Oh, whiffing on the grenade. It's not gold. I think that leaves, like, it's not frost either, so I think that leaves, like, regen or charisma. It's not regen, so I think it's just charisma. But we do have a quick electric dagger, so you know this is a very strong setup for Diamond early game. Just chainmail and electric dagger. Probably worth using the grenades here. Oh, okay, a little bit short on the throw there, but it does get it. Grenade takes out the king, and that's an enchant weapon scroll. Nah, you don't want to do that. That is literally a press this button to downgrade your weapon button. And I don't think, even if you run into like a bad rapier that you want to buff into a stronger rapier, like, I don't think it's better than Electric Dagger. I honestly argue that like Electric Dagger is the best weapon for Diamond. Like, I think Diamond's best weapons... Oh my goodness, this shop. Yeah, okay, just gonna buy the whole thing. I think that's right. Oh! Stealth! That is not... that is not the Banshee, and Banshee's hurts. Alright, well, Stealth in need of some food now. Oh, and this is the flawless bump it into the clone. So Stealth is now going into Zone 3 on half a heart. Needs to find some food. We're gonna check this shop. There's a Cursed Heart. Could also take the Blood Rapier, I suppose. Honestly, here, I might take the Piercing Ring. With like, health being kind of low. I kind of feel like just simplifying, you know... just simplifying the game state. You know, it's the chess principle of when you're ahead... Just simplify the game by trading down, so that there's less, you know, less chances for some sort of crazy tactics for your opponent to come back with. When you're ahead in positioning, it's best to just make the game as simple as possible, so that there's little to no chance of you dying. And yeah, Stealth has gotten some healing, but is walking into so much damage. And honestly, like with, I don't think she needs to be playing nearly this aggressive. Ribs, as we saw in the previous set, and I think so far in this set, Ribs definitely kind of has a very very slow, deliberate playstyle. Just plays for survival, which is a very good approach. If you're at all, if you have any concerns that that you or like lack of confidence about being able to survive consistently, it's a good angle to just play for. Make sure you stay alive and try to outlive your opponent. Stealth going for the kill. There's no reason not to take the Courage Shovel. I don't like leaving the Courage Shovel. Like, it's currently redundant and overridden by the Miner's Cap. But you're on a base shovel. It doesn't do you any damages, and it allows for a safe pivot off of the Miner's Cap. Like, now, if you find a Crown of Thorns, it's a little unclear on whether you can really take it. Good use of the Holy Water there to keep the Banshee under control. RibsChirino kind of slowly catching up after Stealth had a little bit of a rough Zone 3. Starting Zone 3 as Stealth gets into the Coral Rift fight. Oh yeah, not even completely overwritten on Diamond, that's right. Yeah, diagonal, the Miner's Cap does not cover diagonal move digs. You're right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can even just like go to Courage and leave the Miner's Cap behind, which I think for Diamond is generally going to be much better. Like, I don't know how much you miss the ability to dig through tier 2 walls. But then goes and upgrades to Glass Shovel. I mean, at least with the Miner's Cap, even if this glass breaks and you can't get the shard back, you can still dig. So, it's alright, probably. Picking up a carrot from that gargoyle. Oh, getting Tell Monkey. It moved her a whole single tile. Honestly, in Stealth's position here, I'm considering I'd probably just eat that carrot right away. Like, ooh, okay, hold on. No! The Bomb Charm! The Bomb Charm! It gets people every time. But hey, at least you've got this sick Gluttony Charm. And nothing to eat with it. Sparrow's set up nicely. Oh, there you go. I think you're just gluttoning off the cookies, if I'm in Stealth's shoes. Oh, the Nightmare just trampling everything in the exit room. Nice, easy exit room. Oh, and there goes the Glass Shovel. There's so much ooze on this floor. I don't like it. I don't like this at all. Alright, going for that Pixie Heal, and here we go. Approaching the exit room. Alright, doesn't look like there's any ooze in the exit room, or golems or anything, so pretty straightforward exit. And Stealth's through the worst of it. We are on to Fortissimo 4. And, alright, there we go. Flawless victory. Nicely done, nicely done. On to Zone 5. Generally considered easier than Zone 4, but Miner's Cap can make Zone 5 surprisingly tricky. You open up a ton of extra rooms that you wouldn't normally. Alright. There's the kill on the mini-boss, though, and StealthFire101 5-2 to RibsChirino's 4-2. I think this is a dig through to the left for Stealth. I think the exit's on the left side. Yep, there we go. And last floor. Oh, taking a few hits, but still has some cookies on deck, so still looking pretty okay. Honestly, I think this Dove Familiar has mixed up Stealth more often than it's helped her. I feel like so many of these hits she's taking are because of unexpected interactions with the Dove Familiar. Taking quite a few hits though, but is on to the final boss as RibsChirino's not doing too bad, trying to keep pace. Hitting the Zone 4 boss, getting to Fortissimo, but Stealth's gonna have a very easy Fortissimo fight with this Electric Dagger. It just zaps down the lines instantly. And one more bomb or two more pokes is gonna do it. Yep, and there's the kill. StealthFire taking game 2. Yeah, no, I think there's value for Dove Familiar, but I think when you have Electric Dagger, like in my opinion, if I'm running an Electric Dagger build, I don't take the Dove because it just disrupts potential chain lightnings. I don't like Dove with Electric Dagger. Or I think I don't think I like it with Harp either, for that matter. Oh, Staff? Yeah, no, Staff is also bad with it because it's denying you good line shoots from one direction. Yeah, I think Rapier is the only one I like it with because it gives you safety on one side as you're pushing as you're potentially pushing into swarms with lunges. Like all the other weapons we mentioned there have benefits from having enemies close by that you can hit. Harp, Staff, Electric Dagger, they all like having big crowds of enemies to hit all at once. That said, I think on Diamond, it probably matters less on Harp because, you know, you can just attack in any direction and get damage in all 9 directions as long as you're hitting something. But yeah, it's a little dicey. All right, we've got our third race coming up here. So far, pretty standard start. Some leather armor, get a little bit of safety going, and okay, trapdoor. Stealth actually electing to skip what looked like the blood shop there. And the red bat roasted there by the red dragon. Oh, and it looks like Ribs has stepped on a dice trap at some point. Fighting some Zone 4 and 5 enemies in this 1-1 exit room. Alright. Minotaur down, and StealthFire is on to the first boss. It's Coral Rift 1. Diamond thankfully caring a lot less about about what makes Coral Rift 1 slow on other characters. Going for a poke, clearing the tentacles, and then bomb in the head. And that is not a weapon upgrade, but it is an armor upgrade. You both love and hate to see it. It's safety, but it's not damage output, and there is some safety, and by some I actually mean a lot, in just having higher damage output and killing enemies before they have a chance to kill you. I like the bomb there from Stealth. Good way to supplement the low damage output of the base dagger is to just use bombs intelligently. Looks like a Shrine of Darkness over on the right there, as well as a chest here in the secret room. It's a red chest, so not going to be a weapon upgrade. It's Bomb Charm. Watch out, there's a potential food shop right there. It's hopefully Stealth has learned from her mistake last round, and RibsChirino going down in the trapdoor fight there. Okay, it's not even the food shop. Okay, Stealth's just gonna sell off the Ring of Shadows. I think that's fair here. Oh, and the Electric Dagger's back. Alright. So Stealth looking really good. I think at this point she probably just wants some, ooh, that's a big hit to take. Gotta be careful there. At this point, I think she just wants some health regeneration. Maybe can find some in this cracked wall here. If this has... Okay, well, Boss Shrine can give... you can mob for some cheese. Oh, this is a bad setup here. This is really bad. Okay, you good use of a bomb there. Alright, glass armor also preventing damage from the hit there. Alright, that got sketchy, but yeah, good use of the panic button there with the bomb. Handling those dragons nicely. And we have a Deep Blues 2 fight. Pretty straightforward with this Electro Dagger, just clearing most of the board all at once. I imagine we'll see red check here? No, going for purple. Maybe looking for a Ring of Regen? But, yeah, the purple chest, once you have a ring on diamond, is generally not too valuable. It's like Stealth just going for a push here. That's a risky diagonal movement. Without any sort of torch in hand, you gotta watch moving through diagonal gaps and walls like that. Could be an enemy waiting on the other side that you can't see. Food shop on the left. But Stealth's gonna pass. Stealth is just pushing. While Ribs is looking to try and crack open this urn, looks like he's going to... You just push down the trapdoor. Just push down the trapdoor. It's fine. Alright. There we go. Getting the titanium bow and the ham. Oh! Leaving the titanium bow behind! Oh no! Well, that's, you got a ham out of it. Look at the bright side. You got the ham. And ham's good eating. Alright, Stealth finding a potion here, though. You just sacrifice the half a heart to get that, yeah. A dove going, Stealth going for the dove again. I still don't like the dove all that much. Deploying it down left dove. Ooh, and the Coral Rift fight getting the better of RibsChirino there. I mean, I think if you have to choose, if you're gonna choose to use dove, like, put it on a weird diagonal angle, I guess. Like, I guess. Okay, Stealth, you may want to eat some cookies here. Okay, never mind. Don't eat any cookies. It's a little late for that now. Alright, Stealth is on 2-4-3. Honestly, you can take that Blood Harp here if you want some health regeneration. Like, that'd be fine. Blood Harp with +1 damage on Diamond, very solid weapon. Please eat your cookies, please. Oh my goodness, Stealth with a colossal lead, but certainly keeping things exciting for me in the commentary booth here. Alright, and we are on to 5-1. Last stretch of the run. Gotta be careful, though. It ain't over till it's over. I'm still so nervous about the fact that Stealth is on a heart and a half and is just holding those cookies. Like, one Dragon Stomp here just ends her. As I say that, a dragon just busting through the door there. A very wonky diagonal pushback on the mid-tar, but there we go. Gets to Conga 5, and it's going to be a pretty straightforward Electric Dagger kill once again. One zap, two zaps. Clear out the devils. Oh. Priority shenanigans with the Electro Ball involved there. Finally eats her cookies. And that's GG. Stealth taking the game. Set with a 3-0 sweep.